What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Georgia State Dynasty. Last week the Panthers were at home in the Georgia Dome taking on SEC East opponent South Carolina, unranked South Carolina, and they were upset by them 20-14, effectively ending their SEC title hopes and their national championship hopes. This week, the 15th ranked Panthers will be on the road taking on the 11th ranked Commodores of Vanderbilt, hoping to upset them and move them down in the polls, even though they'll still be going to the SEC title game. Can the Panthers get another win? We'll find out next.
Starting.
Georgia State will kick off to get this game underway, the final regular season game. Utley will take it out of his own end zone. He's out past the 15, past the 20, taken down at the 25-yard line, and that is where the Commodores will start on offense. Charles, the quarterback, back to pass, will find White, his receiver, on the sideline, out past the 40. And we look at the replay here. Very nice opening play here. White up for the grab and down with both feet. First and 10 from the 41. Charles going to hand it off to Fred Hart, who's going to be taken down in the backfield. A loss of 6 on the play. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 13. Charles back to pass here, and he's going to step up. He's going deep, double coverage, and it's off his receiver's hand. Perfectly placed ball, but incomplete. Steve Smith and the Panthers will come out now. 1 touchdown for Smith in last week's upset against South Carolina, and Smith on 1st and 10 will go down, sacked for a loss of 8 on the play. 3rd and 18 now for the Panthers. From the shotgun, Smith, lots of time here, and he goes down again, a loss of 9. So this defense gives up 2 sacks on the opening drive, and Georgia State has to punt. Vanderbilt takes over now, read option. A pitch out is going to be broken up and turned over, picked up by B.J. Allen of the Panthers. And there's going to be a penalty on the flat play. Offsides will negate the takeaway, and Vanderbilt keeps the ball. 2nd and 1. Charles throwing it up downfield and caught by Myers. Oh, he does not hang on after being hit. He would have been inside the 20. 3rd and 1 now for the Commodores. It's a pitch out to Brown, trying to get the edge, but he'll be stopped for a loss of 2, and the Commodores have to punt. Or they don't. They go for it on 4th and 3. Brown with the carry, and Brown will pick up the first down and keep the drive alive for Vanderbilt. Now on 3rd and 8, Charles is going to dump it off, or try to dump it off to Fred Hart, but it'll be incomplete, and the Commodores would add a field goal to take a 3-0 lead. Georgia State takes over. Pass to Trevor Phillips is caught and held on to just shy of the 30. 1st and 10 from the 29. Hand off to Anthony Gross. Cuts it back up the middle. Back outside. 1st down and more. Breaking tackles. I didn't see him go down, but they said he was down there. 2nd and 9. Hand off to Gross up the middle, and he gains 5 on that play. 3rd and 5 near midfield for the Panthers. Smith back to pass will go deep, and it's caught by Trevor Phillips. He avoids a tackle inside the 10. 5, touchdown Georgia State, and they take the lead 7-3 over the Commodores here in the 1st quarter. Commodores have the ball now at their own 26. Charles back to pass. He's lobbing it up deep, and it's picked off by B.J. Allen. No flag on this play, and the Panthers get a takeaway inside Commodore territory. 1st and 10. Smith throwing it to Terrence Flynn, and he makes a 1st down catch, a gain of 11. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Smith will fire on another slant play. Luther Masson will make the catch and make his way down inside the 20 along with a penalty. Inside the 10 now. 1st and goal. Smith fires it, and it's almost picked off by Leon McMahon. Instead, it'll be second and goal. From under center, Smith will hand it off to Gross up the middle, and Gross will find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. They get on the board again, and we head to the second quarter. Georgia State on top, 14-3 over Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going to the SEC title game, but they're not playing like it in this game. Charles going to take it on the read option. He's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of 3. Isaac Vincent with the tackle. 3rd and 10. Charles back to pass here. Lots of time. Fires it deep, and it's broken up by Chaz Holly. Georgia State takes over now. 3rd and 2, and the handoff goes to Stephen Leach, and he finds a hole. He's down the sideline, and he's got a gain of 19 on the ground. 1st and 10. Smith working from the shotgun here. Pressured, fires, and caught by Reggie Frazier, the tight end, inside the 20. Looking like he's down to the 17. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 4 inside the 10. Smith fires the end zone, and it's broken up by Brandon Jefferson. And Georgia State's going to settle for a field goal to extend their lead 17-3. Commodores take over. Terrence Charles scrambling out of the pocket and going down, sacked for a loss of 7 on the play. 3rd and 21 upcoming here. And Charles going to step up, fire deep, and broken up. Green could not come up with the catch, and the Commodores have to punt. That would give good field position to Georgia State. Smith going for it all on 1st and 10, and Trevor Phillips cannot come up with the catch in the end zone. Nicely defended. 3rd and 11 for Georgia State. Smith back to pass here. Fires over the middle of the field. Caught by Roberts. He's got the catch. Andrew Roberts, 22 yards and a 1st down. Just outside the 5 now. 3rd and 5. Smith to the end zone, and it's off the mark. Intended for Luther Madison. And the Panthers would kick another field goal to make it 20-3 at halftime. Georgia State has the ball to open up the 3rd quarter. Smith under center, back to pass here. Looking, firing, caught. Trevor Phillips with a reception and a gain of 15. Looking at your halftime stats here, Georgia State throwing the ball 195 through the air, 63 on the ground, and only holding Vanderbilt to 45 total yards. 3rd and 25 now for the Panthers. Smith looking to pass for it, going deep down the sideline. It's over the head of Trevor Phillips, incomplete, and Georgia State would have to punt, giving the Commodores good field position. 3rd and 5, they're looking for the 1st down, and they're going to find it. Ryan Hines with the catch, and that would be inside the 20 at 1st and 10. Handoff to Fred Hart, cuts it up the middle, and he makes his way to the end zone. Fred Hart with an 18-yard touchdown run closes the gap 20-10 as Georgia State takes over now. 2nd and 5, handoff to Anthony Gross. He'll pick up the 1st down, or tough carry up the middle, a gain of 9. 1st and 10 for Georgia State. Smith back to pass here. Firing outside and picked off by Moore. The Commodores have a takeaway, and Moore has the ball down at the Georgia State 34-yard line in only a 10-point game. From the shotgun, Charles keeping it on the read option and going down in the backfield. 2nd and 15 for Vanderbilt. Charles back to pass here. Looking, fired to the sideline, and picked off by Stevens. And that would be the 2nd takeaway for Georgia State of the day, and saving that drive after they gave the ball away. 1st and 10, Smith will fire, and Phillips cannot hang on to the catch. That will bring up 3rd down and 10. Smith will drop back here to pass. He's going to fire to the outside, caught by Luther Madison into Commodore territory. A 1st down catch. From the shotgun on 1st and 10, Smith will keep it. He looked to pass, play action, pump fakes, goes deep, end zone, touchdown, Luther Madison over 2 defenders, 41 yards, and Georgia State takes a 27-10 lead here in the third quarter. Commodores take over. Charles will hand off to Hart. Hart will go up the middle, and he's got a big gainer. Will they catch him? He's past midfield. Chaz Holly jumping on him and getting the ankles there, saving the touchdown. Fred Hart with a big run. 1st and 10 now. Play action or read option pitched out to Fred Hart, and he's going to end up gaining 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. Hart in the backfield. Charles to pass, firing that off his back foot and caught by Ryan Hines. And that closes the gap, 27-17 here as Vanderbilt scores right before the end of the third quarter. We have a 27-17 game at the end of 3. Georgia State has the ball to open up the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7. Smith back to pass, being pressured, and he goes down. Sacked for a loss of 11, and that's going to force a punt from the Panthers and good field position for the Commodores. Down by 10. Charles back to pass, will dump it off to Mays. He's hit hard but hangs on. 4th and an inch is now for the Commodores, and they're going for it. Charles will keep it, and he's picking up the 1st down on a gain of 3. 2nd and 9 for Vanderbilt. Charles from the shotgun trying to set up screen. He gets it to Fred Hart. He gets the sideline, and he gains 5. It'll be 4th and 4 now for the Commodores, going for it once again. Charles back to pass here, pressured, and he goes down, sacked for a loss on the play, and that will turn the ball over to Georgia State with a 10-point lead. Smith working from the shotgun, will hand off on a delay to Anthony Gross, who breaks a tackle and eventually gains 4. 3rd and 6 now for the Panthers. Smith back to pass for it. He'll be pressured, and he goes down once again, a loss of 8. And Georgia State has to punt the ball back to Vanderbilt. 1st and 10. Charles from the shotgun here. Steps up, fires, caught by Mays, out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 3rd and 9 now for the Commodores. Charles back to pass once again, firing it up as he's hit. And it's caught downfield for a gain of 39. And they'll hurry up to the line now. 1st and 10. Charles back to pass here, looking, going down, sacked for a loss of 7. That would lead to 3rd and 24. This could be it here. He steps up, he fires incomplete. Looked like a hit on offensive lineman. And they will kick the field goal, onside kick to keep their hopes alive. No good. Rogers with the recovery, and Georgia State surprisingly can say they upset the number 11 team after a 27-20 victory over Vanderbilt. Taking a look at scores from other games around the country this week, Bowling Green State University beats up on Buffalo 52-14. Looking at the stats from our game today, Georgia State dominated, though the score does not indicate that. 286 through the air, 89 on the ground. Your players of the game, Steve Smith on offense, 286, 2 touchdowns. Junior Johnson, 2 sacks and a forced fumble on the day. And we have some recruiting news. Jonathan Oliver, 4-star prospect, number 5 overall defensive end from Pontiac, Michigan, has committed to Georgia State. He wants to play for the Panthers and play in the SEC. He's a 75 overall. He's got nice power moves, finesse moves, nice hit power at 80. So he's coming to Georgia State. Your Heisman Trophy winner for the 2021 season, senior Brad Amos from Ohio State, the senior running back. And Georgia State gets invited to the Rose Bowl to play against number 9 Western Kentucky. That should be a good matchup in the next episode, as Western Kentucky and Georgia State know each other very well from Georgia State's time in the Sun Belt Conference. Western Kentucky 11-1 on the season. Georgia State a 9-3 regular season. They didn't get to the national championship, but they get a Rose Bowl berth. Can they win that against Western Kentucky? You'll have to find out in the next episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.